What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we're going to be sort of continuing the top 5 list that we were having before. I mean, it's been a while since I made like a top 5 video, but you guys really seem to enjoy it. So yeah, I'm going to be making a top 5 video today. So yeah, basically, if you haven't already, subscribe. You don't seem to enjoy the video yesterday with my sort of flop in the Nick Fury opening, but without further ado, let's get into this top 5 video. So we're going to be looking at tech champions and top 5 tech champions in my opinion. This is based on what I've tried out, what I've played with, and also there's one champion who I haven't played with yet, but I just know they are like one of the best champions in the game by far, and you probably know who it is. But yeah. So yeah, let's get this sort of video starting. Okay, so the number 5 champion I've chosen in this top 5 opening is in fact Iron Man Infinity War. Now, Iron Man Infinity War, he is a he's sort of a Swiss Army knife in a way. He's he's like a jack of all trades. He can he's got a lot of things going for him. First, he's a good defender in Alliance War defense. He's one of the hardest champions to fight in defense and in like quests and all that. So I've obviously got him awakened. So that is his molecular arsenal. So his Tony Stark's Model 50 suit uses state-of-the-art nanotechnology to change form and mass at will, providing adaptability and a wide range of weaponry, including blade arm. Oh no, this is his ability. So his awakened ability is Deflector Protocol. So once per fight, Iron Man's Model 50 suit executes an emergency protocol. So while 50% health or less, he has a sort of this armor up. Well, like a lot of armor ups. And while 15% health or less, Iron Man is under effects of any armor. It generates power per second. So he's got sort of like a passive power game, which is pretty good. I have seen gameplay of him, like with the stealth suit SpiderMan synergy, and he seems to be a very good attacker as well. So I enjoyed him playing in Act 6.1. Definitely, I needed a heal block champion for Sabretooth because I didn't have like an arcane or anything at the time. So he was one of the champions that I used. So yeah, he's very good. So of course he has an armor up buff, which he's sort of like a very durable champion. The first medium hit and the first hit of the heavy attack is a repulsor blast, so they can't be parried. So which is good for the defense, or if you're facing like a parry node or whatever. It's pretty good for that. He has an auto block as well. His heavy attacks, they deal an armor break on the opponent as well as a heal block. So that's pretty good. It lasts for 16 seconds, which is a pretty decent time. His special one, it shocks the opponent as well, and yeah, it can be unblockable as well. So that's pretty good as well. Special 2, it can incinerate the opponent, which is, you know, damage over time. Anyone who can inflict damage over time debuffs, they're very useful in quests and stuff like that. So yeah, Special 3 inflicts armor break, which is reducing the armor by 222.22 for 3 seconds, and inflicts a plasma passive on the opponent as well, which is another sort of damage over time debuff. So yeah, he's a very, very good champion. He's number 5 in my spot in this top 5 video. So yeah, he's a very good champion in my opinion. Very underrated as well. But number 4, we move on to now number 4 and 3. They're sort of like I don't know who to choose, but I haven't used this champion in a long time, which is why he's dropped down to number 4. But he is still amazing. So we have Starlord here. He's one of the like the most used champion in this game when it comes to like Labyrinth of Legends and long-term and endgame content. But he has to be awakened firstly to be like used well. For each, as blows are, his awakened ability as blows are exchanged, Starlord familiarizes with opponents' techniques, increasing attack by 54.35 for each hit of the combo meter. And it goes up to 400 hits. So his attack's gonna, if you can keep a combo, his attacks are gonna go high and high and high and high and high. And you can do a lot of damage, especially for champions with big health pools. So he's very useful. He can gain Fury debuffs, which will grant plus 560.6 attack. His special ones, they're not so much to talk about, but it's special 2 attack. So he uses Element Gun when using his special 2, and his Element Gun effects of fire breaks the opponent's armor, air shocks the opponent, water drains the opponent's max power by 50%, and earth places a heal block. So he's sort of also like a Swiss Army knife as well when it comes to what he can do, and he can fight quite a lot of champions in that respect. And his special 3, he also uses element gun as well. So yeah, you'd kind of want to use a special 2 and special 3 when using him, but he's one of the best champions in the game. His block efficiency is very, very good as well. So he's quite durable, and yeah, he's a really good champion in my opinion. One that I pulled quite early on in the game and carried me through a lot of content. But we move on to number 3. So number 3, we have the main robot himself, Sentinel. So he is like one of my most used champions in the game. Once you get that 100 analysis, when his analysis is complete, it's very, very good. He's a robot firstly, so he's immune to poison and bleed effects. So that's the analysis is sort of, it increases the his armor rating, his critical resistance, and his attack rating as well by when you increase analysis, and it can go up to 100%. And once it's 100%, it's sort of a GG for the opponent. So heavy attacks, they can shock the opponent as well. Special 2 inflicts heal block, which is good against like Sabertooth or any other like Cable, anyone who can regen. And it also puts an armor break on the opponent. Special 2 can put an incinerate, and when he has 100% analysis, this incinerate it can be dealt while the opponent is blocking. So if the opponent is blocking and you use that special 2, it will still incinerate the opponent, which is pretty good. And a special 3, so if you use it once, you get an armor up passive, and but then if you still have the armor up passive and then use a special 3 again, he can regenerate health as well, which is pretty good. So he's a really good champion in my opinion. He's a robot as well, so I use Suicide Mastery, so being a robot, like, his attack's going to be quite good. He's not going to take any bleed or any poison from Suicide Mastery, so he's one of the best champions in my opinion in the game. He's so helpful. I use him a lot in quests, and in alliance quests, and normal story quests or event quests like that. In Variant 2, he's been so helpful for me in Variant 2. So yeah, he's one of my most used champions at the moment so far. So he's very good, very, very good. But the number 2 spot, we have to give it to the person who carried me through to get Uncollected and to complete Act 5. It's this man right here, SpiderMan. So he's one of the best champions in the game. He's probably in the top 5 best champions in the game in my opinion, definitely. He's got like this high crit rating and high crit chance, like it's just insane. But one thing I like about him is his taunt ability. So I've obviously got he's got Hero's Mantra, so great power. Above 50%, his taunt starts 2 seconds, and then below 50%, he has a high chance to evade. But his taunt, what basically what it does is the opponent has a 70% high chance to activate a special attack. So when you're fighting champions like Hyperion, Mordor, champions with power gain like that, it's so useful. Especially when he has this high crit rating and high damage output. When you have those 10 poise charges. So basically, to build up the poise charges, you need to evade attacks from the opponent. So getting that dexterity, that's how you can get up to 10 poises, and that's when, you know. So it says each charge of poise grants 256.6 attack rating. So, you know, times it by 10, that's 2,566. So attack rating. So yeah, he's pretty good. Heavy attacks, he's got a chance to deplete the opponent's power by 45%. Special 2, stun the opponent. Special 1, stun the opponent. Special 2, shocks the opponent, and special 3 is hazard is snared debuff, which lasts for 18 seconds, and then snared champions suffer 30% reduced ability accuracy and cannot trigger passive evade effects. So against like people like SpiderMan, the classic one, or Symbiote, or Miles Morales, or Nightcrawler, he's very good against them. Very good against them. He's one of my favorite champions in the game by far. I'll probably do a top 5, top 10 champion video, because I've got a couple of new champions like Omega Red and that, but he would definitely be in that top 10, and I've only gone as a 4-star, so I haven't gone as a 5-star yet. But that's number 2. So the number 1 position, this is based on videos I've seen and on just gameplay that I've seen, and this girl has been put to the number 1 spot. She doesn't have to be awakened. So I'm not sure how you play with Ghost. You need a sort of like not a high skill level, but you need to sort of understand her abilities and stuff. I guess having the synergies as well will be helpful as well, but she doesn't have to be awakened. So what happens is, if you dash back, you go into a phase, and what that does is, the opponent has a 100% chance to miss, and all damage over time debuffs on Ghost converts into Fury passives for 5, and that lasts for 5 seconds. So all attacks, critical hits cannot be evaded. So against NC or Spider-Man, all that, they can't be evaded. Heavy attacks, 50% chance to gain a Fury buff for 10 seconds. Special 1, gain 3 precision passives for 6 seconds. Special 2, it's just so much damage that you can put out, man. I've seen crazy critical hits, man. Like, I've got, shout out to a guy in my lines called Kyle. He has a 6-star Ghost, and he sends in videos of gameplay of her. She does such good damage, man. I can't wait till I get her as a 5-star or a 6-star, if I end up getting her, but hopefully I do. She's just a high damage output. She's good on every node, you know. Any like biohazard node she can just phase, and all those debuffs are just like removed from her. So yeah, she's one of the best champions in the game by far, definitely. I can't wait to get her, man. I can't wait to get her. But we have some honorable mentions as well, who I think are pretty good, based on me trying them and based on gameplay I've seen. So based on gameplay I've seen, Darkhawk is apparently a very good champion. Who else? Nebula as well. I've tried her out as a 4-star. She's a decent champion to use ever since she got the buff. Ultron and Vision, 2 very good champions as well. Yondu as well is a very underrated champion as well as Dr. Octopus, one of the best champions, one of the best tech champions in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, those champions have honorable mentions, but that's the top 5 list. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.